Hey, welcome to the demonstration video of Fiona. Those of you who've been following my series, my school series where I've been building a Telecaster, I've given you a couple sneak peeks of the guitar, the Strat type guitar that I've been building in the classroom. And this is the Swamp Ash, green Swamp Ash we've calling Fiona. And I've got today with me the one and only Mr. John Hamm.
Hi, everybody.
And he is going to demonstrate the playing and the sounds and the tones of Fiona. And I'm going to try to start off by just explaining some of the features and stuff like this. Some of this I'll be explaining to John. Some of this just I've already explained to him, but I'll be kind of covering for you folks out there so you understand what the features are that's built into Fiona. Now, the important thing about Fiona, if you haven't caught any of my last videos, the last video where I made an announcement, is Fiona is going to be auctioned off very shortly. So probably at the end of this week, we're going to start the auction so that it ends on the 18th. And I'll post another short video just letting everybody know where it is, and give a link as far as where to go to check out that auction. The idea is we're going to do an eBay auction so that anybody nationwide or even further than that could certainly bid on it. But the purpose of the auction is to raise money for the school and primarily for some future scholarships. I'm really hoping to take some of my basic electric guitar students and give them an opportunity and a little helping hand to take the advanced electric guitar class, which I typically do in the fall and the basic in the spring semester. So I think it could be a really cool thing, and hopefully everybody will see this guitar, hear the guitar, and want it bad enough where they'll maybe place a bid.
Yep.
Drive it up really high. It's for the students. But all right, let's go over this Fiona. Fiona, like I said, it's a basic Strat type guitar. It is a three-piece Swamp Ash. It's got a curly maple neck, which is just out of this world.
Beautiful neck,
yeah, the flame on that is tremendous. It's got a rosewood fretboard. This is a little bit more reddish tint than a lot of the rosewoods that we're seeing nowadays, so I really liked how that came together. But it's got the synthetic opal markers in it. Both the top of the fretboard and the side dot markers are all that, so a little bit of iridescence, kind of glimmering effect to it, which I think is pretty sweet. We've got the Hipshot open locking tuners. I love their open locking tuners. I see in those gears in there is just kind of really cool looking, and locking is so quick to change out. Just really is nice. We got a Tusk synthetic nut on this guitar. If you go down to the electronics, which is really kind of the sweet thing about this guitar, we have got the standard Strat configuration, but these aren't standard pickups. These are kind of boutique level pickups from Rio Grande out of Houston, Texas. They're all hand wound right there. And this is the series he calls his Dirty Harry series. All right, so this is, this will make your day. That's a bad joke, wasn't it?
I like it.
All right, but no, they're a little bit overdriven, so they can get pretty hot, but they can warm up nice too. So I think it's just a really sweet, just clean, beautiful sounding pickup in there. And in addition to that, we've got the standard volume. We've got a treble bleed on that volume, so as you cut the volume back, the sound won't get darker on you. We've got a TBX, a Fender TBX tone pot. Now, if you're not familiar with the TBX, look it up. It's pretty cool, but it basically has a center detent in the middle of the position. And if you sweep it clockwise, it makes the tone brighter. It kind of pulls out some of the lows. And if you sweep it from the center detent counterclockwise, it acts like more traditional tone knob and makes the signal a little bit darker. So we got that in the center position. The last knob on here is the secret weapon.
This is where it gets fun, folks.
Yeah. This is pretty crazy. This is a gain knob. Gain knob for what? For this switch right here, which is a 30 decibel clean boost circuit. If you're familiar with different circuits, it's a MOSFET style of circuitry. I really like what it does. It'll get that nice, clean, loud edge, because what does every guitarist in a band want to be?
Louder.
Louder. All right. And but if you run it through like a compressor or even a drive channel of an amplifier that has compression in it, it will just start saturating the signal and become really crunchy. And the other beautiful thing that I found is it gives sustain like for days. When you get that crunch going and you got that thing cranked, the volume's under control, but I mean, you could almost play left hand only because it's just sustaining and sustaining and sustaining. So I can sit and play with this for hours.
And I love with the knob too, it's not just all or nothing. You can get all the different levels of grind that you need.
Yeah.
But if you really need that extra push, you can just crank it all the way and click it on and you're there.
I was trying to think, what special features could I put into a guitar? We've seen other things, like Matt Bellamy, has a fuzz pedal, in his, where he can kind of do crazy stuff. But I thought, man, every single guitarists I've ever seen on their rig, they've got a clean boost.
Got a boost on there, yeah.
Exactly.
I got mine.
But the problem is you got one setting on it, because you're not going to typically
bend
kneel
over
down
and turn the knob.
So
what if right there.
What if I put it here? And that way you can turn it on, off very easily, but you can also adjust the level for the purpose that you have.
Yep.
So that's what Fiona has, is 30 decibels of just over the top boost on top of a high output gain structure. This is one crazy guitar.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, on the tremolo side, we've got the Floyd Rose Rail Tail, kind of a newer, about a year or so ago, newer tremolo. It's a dive only and got some pretty good heft to it in the block. So I'm thinking that's going to help with sustain on this guitar too. Standard 5-way Strat switch with a standard switching that you would expect out of a Strat in that. And that, I think, is it, my friend. Anything I missed?
No, I think we got it all. I'm ready to start rocking on it.
All right. Well, not to keep everybody in suspense here, let's turn this over to John and let's start hearing how she sounds.
All right. So I'll start by just kind of going through all the basic pickup positions, starting with the neck pickup. And the in between. Got that classic quack sound in between.
Yep.
Now the middle pickup on its own. Now the bridge in the middle together. And I love between the locking tuners and what was the Floyd Rose?
Rail Tail.
Rail Tail.
Yeah.
With it just being dive, it really keeps the tuning. I feel like I can really dive with it, and it's coming right back up to pitch.
Yep.
I like that. The bridge on its own. mess around with the TBX, DBX?
TBX.
TBX.
Yep.
This is with it straight up in the middle. If I turn it to the right, I'll get a little more presence. Back to the middle detent. Sweeping the other way, it'll
Definitely darken it up.
maybe I'll do a little looping, layer some of the sounds together, see how they work with each other.
All right.
Get into this
All
one
right,
now.
here we go.
That's not even up all the way yet. There's all the way. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Really cool. The boost can stack on that after. Now turn that boost all the way.
All the way up. Now without it.
Sustains for days.
Still going. Yeah. And it's like having an extra gain channel on your amp, but just right at the flick of a switch there.
Yep.
That's great.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yep. Just do this for an hour.
I know. Let's try the all the way bright on the bridge.
Yeah, it's very bright, very present, but not shrill, not over the top. But if I could see that coming in really handy if I'm playing in a big 10-piece band and just not quite cutting through. I don't need to be louder. I just need to be able to hear it a little more, get that presence cutting right through there. Yeah, very.
All the tone is definitely useful. Like even on the neck pickup, if we go from center D10 and back it off.
It's darker, but it's just kind of jazzy darker.
Exactly.
It's not mush.
Not muddy. Yep. I'll play with this a little bit while you're, and that's just a little tiny bit of boost. Just brings it out just a hair. Yeah, I mean, even though it's all high gain in there, it still warms up, real nice.
Yep.
So I kind of like that combination of being able to just to get on it, but then back off and just mellow it out.
Yeah, and having all your classic Strat tones that you want, but just a little more high end. Really, the detail of the pickups comes through. Even when you're high gain with the booster on and everything, you can still get the clarity of the pickups and the build of the guitar. Everything really working, resonating together. I like that. It feels good in my hands. Makes me feel like playing. So.
It's pretty much a modern C shape on the neck. So it's what I think a lot of players would just feel comfortable with.
Yep.
Nothing unusual. I have built guitars with wider necks or thicker profiles, for some that like that. But this is one that I think most people would instantly connect to.
Yeah, it's a good middle ground. It's got some heft to it, but it's not overly big. But it's not like a thin little shredder neck that I feel like is a toy to me. So this is it's it feels good in your hand, and it makes me kind of inspired to play some different styles that I usually don't. I'm not much of a hard rock metal guy, but man, once you kick that boost in, that just starts kind of coming
the
out.
juices flowing.
Yeah.
So hopefully that gave you a taste of what Fiona sounds like. She is a smooth playing guitar that can just get in there and get as gritty as the best of them. And I think it's going to be a super special guitar for whoever wins this auction. So stay tuned for more details on the auction, the link of where to go. And like I said before, if you're interested at all in it, bid. It's for the kids, really, to help the school out and help more students be able to take advanced Lutherie classes at Red Rocks Community College. So anyway, John, I thank you so much for coming by and playing Fiona. And I hope you had fun.
Thank you for having me. It was a blast. And everybody out there, bid on this guitar. Plays like a dream. Sounds awesome. And man, what's better than getting a great custom-made guitar for a good cause?
Yeah.
So once the auction comes up, I'll post that on my Facebook page, facebook.com/the-one-and-only-John-Ham. And I'll have the link up there too, so people can see the video of me playing it and say, I want that guitar. And they can go right on and click on over and bid on it.
Absolutely. That'd be awesome. All right. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. So that's it for the Fiona demonstration. And remember, no matter what you do, start with excellence.